Welcome to Subscribe Newscast. I'm Cosmic Cannibal, resident astrologer at The Scribe, and this is Cosmic Chronicles, your weekly report of all things astrology, from zodiac signs and planets to transits and horoscopes. And speaking of horoscopes, I've got yours for the day. Sun and Mercury in Taurus and Mars in Cancer. It's time to wave goodbye to the fiery restlessness of Aries season and decelerate. The sun has shifted into placid, purposeful earth sign Taurus. Taurus season, which runs from about April 20th through May 20th, it's a little earlier this year, starting on April 19th, is a season of patience, persistence, and peace. At least that's what other Taurus season survival guides will tell you. Really, the season of the bull is about one thing: slowing down. If you were fortunate enough to tune in last week to Cosmic Chronicles, we talked a little bit about Venus and Taurus. Then you already know quite a bit about Taurus. Ruled by Venus, the planet of pleasure and security, Taurus is known for its heightened senses and appreciation for all things beautiful and comfortable. When the sun is in Taurus, we are no longer interested in being competitive busy bees like we were in Aries season. Instead, the sun in Taurus compels us to chill out and enjoy all the comfortable and beautiful things in life. If we can't see, taste, smell, touch, hear, and or luxuriate in it during Taurus season, then it holds no interest for us. I'm not kidding. Taurus season limits the scope of our focus to things that satisfy our senses and help us feel more relaxed. Nature is a big draw during Taurus season. No surprise, since we've been confined to our bedrooms and computer screens for so long. And so are more creative, hands-on, sensory-stimulating activities like cooking, painting, eating, sewing, gardening, eating, mud masks, eating. Basically anything that gets our hands dirty, our bellies full, and our bodies and homes looking pretty. Taurus season also calls us to be more persistent and routine-oriented because having a set schedule and a fixed goal to work towards makes us feel more secure. Yes, we can gorge on brownies and sleep in until noon, but we also need to be consistent about doing so. Lots of horoscopes, including ones from yours truly, like to play up the lazy and stubborn sides of Taurus, because the earth sign can be extremely slow-moving and cautious. However, this sign and season also offers us the chance to gain momentum in our lives and goals by holding ourselves accountable and not being so damn flighty. Think of the animal that represents Taurus, the bull. Bulls are pretty docile creatures, but when roused by, say, a matador, they charge. And once a Taurus gets going, it's impossible to stop them. This is a characteristic we can actually emulate during Taurus season. Along for the Taurus season ride is Mercury. The planet also enters the fixed Earth sign on April 19th, which was a couple days ago. Mercury is the planet of the mind. It rules all forms of communication: thinking, speaking, learning, listening, writing, emailing, texting, Instagramming. You get the idea. Usually a fast-moving planet, it's named after the speedy Roman god. Mercury slows its roll when transiting Taurus. Not literally, of course, because the pace of the planets never change, which makes us and our thinking more deliberate and down to earth. It's no longer about direct, spontaneous thinking. All that Mercury and Aries energy has left us mentally burnt out and overwhelmed. With Mercury and Taurus, we are more mindful, more serene. We're also better able to concentrate on one project at a time, and we won't stop until that project is finished. This is excellent news because most of us still have tons of work to do, papers to write, tests to study for, etc. Naturally, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, will revel in this zodiac season, which helps boost their self-esteem and get the creative juices flowing. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, will also reap the benefits of Taurus season, as it helps them to slow down and reevaluate their relationships. And you know what? Fire and air signs can enjoy the next few weeks too, because honestly, who doesn't benefit from 4 weeks of rest and relaxation. Oh, but the transits don't stop there. We have another major planetary shift happening this week, and that one involves Mars, the planet of action and energy. On April 23rd at 5:49 a.m. Mountain Time, red planet Mars shifts into cardinal water sign Cancer. Like I said, Mars is the action planet. It rules over all that motivates us and moves us, from our energy, excitement, and efforts to our ends and our goals. Mars also governs strategy and passion. It rules over fire sign Aries and aligns with the Roman god of war. And the red planet can make us quite gutsy, competitive, and exceedingly ambitious. Anytime you set an intention, you get angry, you implement a plan of action, or charge towards a desired aim, Mars is at work. In Cancer, Mars isn't its usual fiery, forceful self. Instead, the planet expresses its vigor in a more surreptitious and sentimental manner. This is because Cancer is a water sign. Water signs in astrology are more in touch and in tune with the emotions. And so Mars has that sort of expression through Cancer of sentimentality. We act upon things that summon emotions in us and make us feel something. But don't be fooled. Mars in Cancer can be just as ambitious and take charge as any Aries or Capricorn. Oddly enough, those cardinal signs will be most affected by the transit. The only difference is that Mars in Cancer sees us sneakily seeking out the things that give us emotional security instead of glory or status. Tenacity, resourcefulness, and the instinct to initiate all abound during 2021 Mars in Cancer. Because, as I mentioned, Cancer is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs want to lead. They want to start things. They want to do brand new projects and pioneer something. But because Cancer isn't as direct as the other cardinal signs, Capricorn and Aries, we will find ourselves being a little bit more hesitant about how we start these projects. And we'll also be more inclined to buddy up with someone. Cancer finds security when there's people next to them, when we can find emotional closeness with another person. Now, where exactly these Mars in Cancer urges will manifest depend entirely on your zodiac sign. Technically, they depend on your ascendant sign, but you can read your sun sign too. So, without further ado, your 2021 Mars in Cancer horoscope. Aries, assert yourself at home. Believe me, you'll need to. Family members, especially parents, insert themselves in your business and you don't like it. There could be squabbles about your living situation and unfavorable habits or past discretions, which leaves you wondering whether or not you should pack up and leave. But homesickness holds you back. Taurus, take the initiative, Taurus. Your mental state is fixed on buying and selling, so get to it. Maybe you finally download Mercury and sell all the stuff you don't use. Or maybe you wisely splurge on some business cards for your QR code skills. Either way, it's time to take control of your side hustles. Gemini, gain comes through consistent effort. You pine for success, but your fickleness keeps you from getting any traction. Mars in Cancer sets your priorities straight. Slowly but shrewdly, you fulfill obligations made weeks prior, which helps you crab walk towards larger accomplishments and gently builds your inner strength. Occasional spells of melancholy, however, suppress your confidence. Cancer, concerned about your calling? Don't be. Mars in your sign revs up your enterprising energy. This feels like a new beginning, a chance to forge your identity and place in the world, and it very well can be, if you get over your nostalgia, moodiness, and attachment to the past. After all, opportunity awards those who take risks. Leo. Limbo feels like this, wanting to act, but being unsure or unable to do so. Mars in Cancer puts you in the state of limbo, so you'll slow down and reflect. Don't bring grief on yourself by dwelling on the past, and instead examine your attachments, commitments, and feelings. Virgo. You say you don't want applause or acclaim, but we both know you're lying. One of your secret dream goals is being the hero in a work group or club. Mars in Cancer accelerates this unsung desire and has you calculating how you can reach that hero goal without exposing your true motivations. Subtlety is key. Libra. Long-range goals are a concern. You're hard at work and trying to establish yourself, but also unsure if what you want is really what you want or what your parents/society wants. Forced expectations are a bitch, but so is catering to them. Until you overcome your passivism, you're doomed to a life of regrets. Scorpio. See yourself in a different place or time? Mars in Cancer sees you there too, which is perhaps why you're suddenly, yet stealthily, dreaming of and planning a vacation. If long journeys aren't your jam, you find yourself soaking in the cultural arts. Concerts, exhibits, plays, they're back and beckoning you to come back too. Sagittarius. Shared resources become a bit of a headache. Mars in Cancer creates conflicts about inherited monies. Family members fight about wills and trust, etc. You wonder if getting grandma's money is a curse until you realize how much you would enjoy spending it. Either that, or you finally decide it's time to file your taxes. Capricorn. Crank up the empathy in your partnerships. Mars in Cancer wants you to consider the emotional point of view of close contacts, an act you resent until you realize emotionally relating to others isn't so awful. Until then, arguments are snide, exchanges chippy, and you're in an altogether grumpy mood. When aren't you in a grumpy mood? Aquarius. Abilities and skills in need of a tune-up. Mars in Cancer gives you a quiet boost of energy to make craft honing part of your daily routine. Problem is, you practice, rehearse, hone in a zigzag fashion, on and off, on and off. Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day because true craftsmanship can't be rushed. Pisces. Push past discomfort and enjoy life in all its COVID-limited splendor. Mars in Cancer sees you pursuing your passions, art, sports, unwisely spending money you don't have, all the while rousing your hunger for drama and romance. Now's the time to download a dating app because who doesn't love getting compliments from virtual strangers? I know you do. So there you have it, your horoscope for the week from Cosmic Cannibal. And that is courtesy of the Subscribe newscast. To stay up to date on Scribe news in between episodes, follow us on Instagram at UCCSscribe and check out our website, scribe.uccs.edu. And while you're at it, follow UCCS Radio on Instagram and Facebook at UCCS Radio and on Twitter at UCCS Online Radio. Thanks for listening. Intro music by Christian Smith. Show music, Cosmic Slop by Funkadelic.